And we're about to set this. Winner of this goes to the big dance to play South Australia. And we are looking forward to a cracking game here. Centre draw to be had, and centre draw will be rehad. Corey Rainey in there for WA, and Dorinko for Victoria. Reset. Ball comes out. Ball to be won. And it is one there from WA. Rainey will pick the ball up. Just saying to set it. And she kicks the ball down there to Veronica Keane. Keane down the back. Kicks it there to Riordan. Addison looking up. Finds Rainey. Rainey tiptoeing the restraining line there. Almost has two players on her. Good defense there for Victoria. Passes the ball down. That one's going to go out of bounds. And Riordan unable to take that ball as it was by her feet. And it's coming back the other way through Ruby Regan. Ruby Regan breaks down the outer side. Good shutdown there from WA. Kicks the ball there to Lil Harris. Lil Harris kicks it on to Simmons. Simmons looks inside. Victoria, big save. And a check on the goalie there. But an opportunity there for Dorinko on the doorstep. And Ruby Taylor shuts that down. Taylor finds the ball out the other side. Finds Edwards. Edwards kicks the ball up. And ball comes out through E. E just misses the target. Comes back the other way from Poppy and Minnie. Fires the ball down. Ball to be won. That's off Blue. And unfortunately, Hull couldn't grab that one. And bring in by Keane. Keane moves quickly. Finds Emerson. Emerson fires the ball out to the outer side. And finds Rainey out there. Back to Emerson. Shot had gone wide. And Riordan picks the ball up with the backup. Good work there from WA. Big opportunity there for Victoria. But I'll tell you what, goalkeepers come to play when they're big games. And that was a big save. So inside roll here by Riordan. Great defense there. Riordan again. And WA turn the ball over. Ball on the outer side. Coming down through Patrick. So Chelsea Patrick still has the ball. Looks up. Finds Simmons. Simmons brings it into offense. Who finds Hull. Hull kicks the ball across. Oh, it's fallen for Lil Harris. Lil Harris, here we go. Number 2. And Victoria on the board through Ava Dorinko. And it was almost an instant replay of the first opportunity they had. And Dorinko gets on the board. And has had one opportunity at that. Learnt from the first time. But Lil Harris with a good inside look. And found Ava. And ball back to the centre. And ball back to the centre now. So, Nicola Carson in there. Up against Ava Dorinko. Dorinko finds her way to the bench. Kicks it to Harris. Harris brings the ball down with pace. Ball out to Hall. Hall assesses her options. Under good pressure there from the defensive Pine. Back to Harris. Harris has got her defender up top centre. So she has an opportunity to get around Harris. Lily Harris steps around. Good save again there from Taylor. Harris using her body. And that's going to be a Victorian ball. And ball kicks down there to Coram. Coram with the ball with a push. And just Lockie's back. He's He's assessed everything around, mate. You're good start to this game.
Yeah, it certainly is, Tony. Another drive here from Victoria. Yeah, everything seems to have touching wood, settling down a little bit. The wind's died down. We are preparing for some storms later in this game. We'll be touch and go whether we can get through it. But yeah, certainly plenty of action out there to keep us excited so far.
I'll tell you what, there's some storms on the field as well with Victoria fighting their way into offence. And Georgia Floyd picks the ball up, kicks the ball up there to Patrick. Patrick fires, good save again. Tink and tink off the bar, I reckon that one. And the ball runs out of bounds. And Imogen Hall will step off as WA get the first on there through Pine. Pine kicks the ball back there to Taylor. Taylor with the ball in her stick, assessing what's up the ground. Good work through the centre here. Good little break there from Keane. Oh, it's not. And Veronica Keane. Ball kicked over there to Carroll. Carroll looks down. Finds Rainey. Finds Emerson. Emerson looks down the bottom. Kicks the ball over there to Riordan. Riordan has Emma E up the top. Doesn't look, looks inside. Great cut there from Carson, but Victoria coming back. Good defensive work there from Keane. Keane looks up, takes the ball.
I know it's only 1-0 so far, Tony, but finishing is going to be so important in this final.
And WA just with some, it almost looked like they had a player free there down the bottom.
Certainly.
But yeah, that finishing, how Ruby Taylor's come to play for
WA
in the cage there. Tell you what, she's had a couple of massive saves in the context of this game, and I'm going golden goal today.
Well, yeah, with the weather we're expecting, this game could have all the stops. Here they go, WA.
WA on the board through Nicola Carson, and I think they're in the same boat. Nicola Carson putting one on the board there for WA, brings it back to a 1-1 game.
Yeah, and a nice look inside there. Found her on the cut, on the move. That's what they wanted. High percentage look. Nice finish. 1-1.
1-1 it is. And ball goes back to the centre.
Another interesting one to keep an eye on, Tony, with Stall, well, not run and done yet, but with Mim Suarez Jury's races run and done. It'll be very interesting if she's jumped on the highway back down to Melbourne, so we'll keep an eye out for her, whether she makes her way back here.
She's going to run 2 races today.
Yeah, down
back into
one at Stall and one down the Western Highway, that's for sure.
Championships. Dorenko, she's been in everything already this morning. Kicks it down to Lil Harris. Lil Harris down the back. Oh, just fires that one over the top. I'll tell you what, they're coach killers early.
Yeah.
Just needing to find, but the pressure's on in this game. Winner goes through to the big dance. Loser, well, they get to eat the melted chocolates on Easter Tuesday. And that ball's gone out of bounds, so just a few skill errors here, Locke.
Yeah, you can really feel it in this one. Yesterday we sort of saw this game that it almost was a bit of a fizzle in there. You know, both sides sort of knew that they were going to play again today, but it looks like there's plenty of nerves, plenty of there'd be plenty of excitement out there in both teams. They just need to find a way to settle into the game. We're only sort of 5-10 minutes into it. And here they go, the Vics again.
Coram steps inside. Oh, gets one high, and another big save there. But we're going to have a card here, aren't we?
Looks like it.
I'm seeing a card, and I think that one is for one, and it was high. She certainly got her well above the neck, and really, yeah. Although Sophie Coram took that really well, it still had an opportunity. But I'm going to say, Ruby Taylor's come to play.
Yeah, certainly has.
Is on.
Big job here to do.
So Coram with the ball from 15 metres, steps in, fires. Oh,
Great
another big save.
And gets the rebound. Oh, well read.
I'll tell you what, that's nearly rolled back into the cage. Nearly knocked in.
That's so well read from Ruby Taylor there. Often those can just evade a goalie. Read it well, stopped it on the line, and the first save. How good was that off the free position?
Just off the foot, and yeah, that's gone straight up in the air. Almost bounced off the player and come back. But to actually grab the ball on that spot there as Emma E brings the ball out. Looks up. Oh, great defense there from Hull. Hall just pushes her over, and it is a pre-check.
An accomplished box player, Emmy Hall, obviously the daughter of Dan Hall, veteran Australian box player. So not
breeding there.
Exactly right. Not afraid to get down and physical.
Coram again kicks the ball down the back. Harris, she's better go. Oh, good knockdown. That's great. But there from Keane, just to get the stick in the way. She had Lily Harris on the backside there. If that ball had been able to get through.
Just some troubles on the clear here, WA, so they'll be desperate to get this one forward safely.
So ball on the outer side, picked up, looks inside, so an opportunity here again. And seemed to be just some interference there, and off they go. Carroll brings the ball down under pressure of Hall. And Hall just allows her to get through. Emerson with the ball, looks inside. Little left, little right, and a little good night. And Corey Rainey puts that one away. And looked to go left, looked to go right, but in the end...
Just a little rock and roll, wasn't it? Back to the favoured preferred hand. Powerful finish. And like we said earlier, it feels like a game where you really need to take your chances when they come, and that's exactly what she did there.
Well, you can see down in the Victorian end at the moment, you know, they've had their opportunities. They're just not being able to sort of put that ball away. They've had good spots, but yeah, WA the other end, turn it over and put one in the other end. So
yeah,
game on.
Feels like that ball had been stuck down WA's defensive end for some time, and to get their goal on the first possession out, great effort.
And we're going to have Victoria with the ball here. And Dorenko will bring the ball down. Kicks it over there to Regan. Regan under pressure. It's a push, but wears it well. Kicks it to Floyd. Floyd down here to Harris. Harris kicks it back to Floyd. Ball back up to Regan. No,
she's got the lane here.
Ball, runs to right, and that's going to be free space. And Floyd will take the ball from 15 metres.
Drove the lane really well there. So they're going to get the shot or the free possession.
So looking here, steps inside, goes to shoot and pops. And we were talking about that earlier, that bounce shot, just getting it down low to kick it up. And Georgia Floyd on the board there for Victoria to even it up here at 2-all.
Yeah, a little bit of a pocket rocket, Georgia Floyd. Plenty to offer, and at both ends of the field, and a really nice finish there to level things up to a piece.
You see that, just that bounce around the ankles, it's just enough to bring it up and over the stick.
No, you're spot on, Tony. It's we've seen plenty of lacrosse on this ground so far, but it's held up really nicely. It's still got a bit of plenty of firmness. So if you can use, like we were saying before, you can really use that ground to your advantage.
I'll tell you what, though, it is picture perfect out here, this field, with the amount of work that's already been done on it. It's I'm going to go night bowling tonight. Just on the outer side here as the ball comes out of the stick and goes to out of bounds. And that is going to be a Victorian balls. It's come off WA stick last. And ball just dropped to the feet there. Always good from the coaching staff when they don't give it back to you. And ball kicked down there to Patrick. Patrick down to Hall. Hall, just took her eyes off the ball when she went to take that then. Ball to be won. And that's going to be a WA ball. And off they go. Off to the races they go.
One in the middle here.
Looks up. Finds Emerson. Emerson stepping inside. Looks to get inside. Good save there. But great back up down the back there from Riordan. And Riordan will bring the ball in for WA. Riordan has a Riordan. Beautiful. So Riordan with the ball. Gets around. Riordan pops it top shelf. Just starts to rattle the cookie jar up there. And in the blink of an eye, they get one back.
Yeah, good intent at the goal there. From the restart, knew exactly what she wanted to do. There was a bit of space in there. The Vics would have liked to have probably got a bit of a crush across there, try and fill the space, but nicely done by the West there, and once again take the lead.
But you saw Addison there, just she got pace from that start, didn't she? Created her own space, to be honest, and gets in on the keeper. And I'll tell you what, when you're on the doorstep, you don't have to do much knocking to put the ball away. Ball flicked out the back there through E's stick. E gets a little bit of pressure there from Chelsea Patrick. Ball still to be won. It is one from Rainey. We hear the 30-second bell go, and stepping through the outside there is Ruby Regan.
I see the awareness of the VIC players here if they know that how long they've got.
Chelsea Patrick under pressure from Emma E. Patrick steps around, push, and can go. So clock is on the field here for Victoria. She needs an outlet. Done a lot of work and getting tired. Got one high. And as she will just find her way up. And might have just caught one right on the bell of quarter time there. But looks all right. Just a little bit of rubbing is racing in this, what is this, elimination final. And we've got a 3-2 game here, and it's been very good to start this contest, just as we thought it would be. WA getting out yesterday, out by 5 or 6 at one point. But I'll tell you what, the contest today is going to be a lot tighter.
Yeah, you're spot on, Tony. And like we were saying, the pressure and the intensity is there. This is championship lacrosse at its finest. They know that, there's 2 more steps for them for a national title, but a crucial one here today, and both teams know it, certainly from what we saw in that first 15 minutes. Victoria, they dominated the first half of that first quarter, and maybe a 3-0 lead was potentially awaiting them. It could only convert the one and open the door a little bit. WA take advantage and hold on to a lead at the first break.
And Taylor was fantastic in that first sort of half of that quarter. She was very good for the whole quarter, but had about 3 or 4 really big saves right on the doorstep there. And with the work that she did in the cage with some of those big saves, Taylor, she sees her side in front at 3-2. And goal scorers for the quarter, we've got Carson, Rainey and Reardon. I'll get that right. And Darenko and Floyd for Victoria. And better than that, Mr. Prez, the weather looks okay at the moment.
Yeah, touch wood that it's going to hold up for the next 45 minutes. So maybe just take you behind the scenes in terms of what this afternoon's looking like. So we've heard confirmation from Lacrosse Australia that 80% of game is required to count a completed win.
Yep.
So if we get to 80% of the game completed and Lightning calls us off, that will stand as a result. If not, we'll be coming off and on. But we hope that isn't the case. And so far, so good. 1 quarter down.
Well, I can tell you, it's a balmy 19 degrees out here maybe at the moment. I wore long pants. I should have worn shorts, but no one needs to see my legs for the rest of the day. And, and as the ball gets set back into the middle, and WA Victoria battle for it. Rainey, she's been good in the centre draw so far. And that one has come off and we're going back to... Oh, we got a throw. Love this. Get rid of it. Did I say that out loud? Here we go. Oh, good in front. Pick up. Nice little
through the traffic. How good was that?
Madison Carroll, and just lost the handle of the ball through maybe something illegal. But it's a great pickup going through the...
just split through the numbers at ease, and I slowed things down now, but great possession one and an important possession for WA. Start of the second.
Ball kicks back up the top here to Keane. Keane looks inside, but there's a ball to be won down there, and who's going to win it? Keane does. I'll tell you what, she was for it, wasn't she, Keane?
Yeah, certainly. Just a couple of little skill errors there from Victoria, missing ground balls, and that's you can't keep that up throughout the entirety of the game. It's going to hurt you in the long run if you keep missing little opportunities like that.
So an opportunity for Keane up the top here. Veronica takes the ball. Steps inside. Looks bound. Oh, tell you what, that has got some whacker on it. She must think she's in the WA suburbs at the moment. That had plenty of bounce, but we talked about it like earlier, the amount of bounce coming off that. Goalkeepers traditionally, especially in women's lacrosse, a lot of the ball goes high, so to get that bouncing ball just changes the plane. Oh, great fire! Good save there from the keeper. That is Holly Austin.
Holly Austin just got a piece of that. Nicely done. Confidence builder for her.
Emerson kicks the ball over there to Addison. And ball is deemed to be a push there, I believe. So Rainey with the ball.
So big job here for Holly Austin.
Oh, look at her. She's shaping. She's shaping from there.
Oh, and a little
I'll tell you what, I think
there.
there's a two-step shot here.
Nice
great pick up there from the keeper in Austin. Austin looks up. Just go. Oh, nice outlet. Finds Dorinko. Dorinko looks forward. Opportunity, another one here. Oh, big push. Big check on the hip there.
I reckon she might have had her time again there.
I tell you what, she's feeling that one too, just quietly.
Is, yeah, I think Chelsea Patrick might have wanted her time again there. She had Emmy Hall all out in the bottom corner. Maybe just a quick look above, pop it out the top, but good chance here for Chelsea Patrick.
So Chelsea Patrick steps inside, fires. Good defence there from WA. Oh, Hall picking pockets. But deemed to be in the crease.
Yeah, very tight there.
Very lucky.
Yeah, good awareness there by Emmy Hall, despite the goal not being allowed. But
Taylor with the ball in her stick. And Lily Harris being deemed to have infringed up the top here. So going to have a bit of a free ball up the field. And Talia Edwards will take that. And she has Harris chasing her down. Ball kicked down there to Emerson. Emerson, steps in and out. Great defence from Victoria. And Ruby Regan on the march straight away with pace. Looking to go, but she's running into a lot of yellow shirts there.
To keep this safe. Well done there by Ruby Regan. Just she wanted to pull the trigger, but looked up and just saw a sea of yellow jumpers. So holds it up.
Smart play as Floyd takes the ball now.
I think we've got another card here, Tony, and I'm not sure.
And we do have a yellow card here.
I was
red.
going to say, I thought that was the same player before, yeah.
Wow. So WA out of the game. And that's 5-minute penalty from Freya Pine. So she will play no further part in this. And if they make it through, she won't play in the final tomorrow.
Yeah, disappointing for Freya, but I'm sure she'll be still supporting her team out there.
So Harris, she's been a goal scorer for the start of the week, or just pops that one over. And that's, I'll tell you what, I don't think that's the way the Victorian coaches would have drawn up their power play, as Talia Edwards finds her way down. And can they score against the grain here? Edwards kicks the ball down there to Emerson. Emerson finds the ball down the back to Addison. Addison just goes about her work down the back.
I think even if they can't score here, Victoria, they just absolutely cannot afford to concede on the man down. They absolutely have to shut this down. You got the extra out there, you have to utilise it.
And Corey Rainey.
You see Western Australia playing nice and big here. Smart play with the shorthand.
And just finding the ground there. And WA will take the ball in from the end line, wherever the ball is. Magic trick. Ball kicked over, so an opportunity here. Steps down, tink, tink, tink off the bar. And out it goes, but backed up well there from Birigidi.
Nearly would have been criminal there, Tony. Just like we were saying, you've got the extra. You cannot let a player run to the goal by themselves. Everyone has to be accountable.
But there's 5 minutes of power play opportunity here for Victoria. So the more that WA can keep this ball down there, the better they will be.
Certainly, and they're still holding on to a 1-goal lead at the moment. So if they can limit the damage and if they can not concede for the full 5, that would be a huge sort of swing of momentum, you feel.
And I love the wide set here that Gav Levy's got set for them. Allows for someone to get in there. We're going to have another card here. So they're going to be even. And we're going to find Victoria going to the box there. Georgia Floyd.
So it'd be interesting to know if that penalty is going to be inside or outside the West Australian one. I feel like it would be around even. So probably close to maybe 2 minutes left on the WA penalty there.
But on the outside, Corey Rainey. Look, she unloaded there from there last time. But now there's even more space with 5-on-5 in their offensive end. And Emma E going left, going right. And tell you what, it's been picked up quite, as far as lacrosse goes. Look at the bounce on that. Good back up there. And looks inside. Oh, great interception. And Simmons off to the races now. She's got, she needs to push that ball forward. She's got an extra player up there in Dorenko.
Yeah, there is a spare, yeah. Just needed to move that ball a little bit sooner. They got it down there in the end.
Going to have to bring that all the way back. So, ball in the stick there of the Mini. Kicks the ball down to Hall. That's the second time Hall hasn't taken a ball in her stick. Maybe a little bit of nerve out here for a couple of these players. In fact, a lot of the players. Emma E with the ball into offense now for WA. She's chased down by Coram. So Emma E down in the back corner. She's just happy to waste some time down there. Don't really need to do too much. She's trying to create her own space down there, E, as she does. And the double comes, bang in the back of the net. And I tell you, against the grain, Emma E, but didn't she call for that? She's asked for the space out the back so she could get past. She liked the matchup she had. And Emma E takes it all the way to the cage and puts that one there past Austin and out to a 4-2 lead lot.
Yeah, nicely done there by Emma. And it's if you're Gav Levy on the sidelines, I'm not sure you can be much happier than the way they've played the last couple of minutes. To be honest, the way that they handled, they responded after that red card. It could be easy to get frustrated or drop your head, but they handled it really well and nice and calmly. And I'm trying to do some counting out here. It looks like we're out to even strength now. So rode it really well. And get the next one of the second quarter. So
WA on the board first. And this is what they did yesterday. They came out and they put real pressure on. Vic sort of came back late. But WA with an opportunity through Emerson. Emerson assesses her options. Emerson tries to get inside. Good defence there from Brown.
Laura Brown there, nicely done.
Drew the flag. Good actual save there too there from Austin.
So what are we waiting on
here as well, have we?
Mate, maybe there's a chance that WA penalty hadn't ended, Tony.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, we weren't sure.
5 more. So it looks like there's going to be 5 more minutes here for Western Australia, Tony. So this is an enormous opportunity for Victoria. They simply have to convert here.
Well, especially with the fact that they've just gone down 1 in the second term. Looks inside, fires, good save. I tell you what, she's putting her name on MVP already, Ruby Taylor. And ball coming out through Rainey. Rainey just off the tip of the stick, and that one's going to end up in the WA bench. So, ball.
Just need to start making the ball move, Tony, like you were saying in the boys' game earlier. Let the ball do some of the work, especially now you've got the extra.
Well, so it's a huge opportunity here for...
I'd be tempted if I was one of the VIC coaches to think about a timeout soon, I think.
I'm just watching the top here.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Patrick was by to watch. She's just by herself.
I'll be tempted to look at a timeout here, just to settle things down. To chat to your troops. We've got the extra. What do we need to do, and how are we going to do it?
Well, at the moment they're looking to draw a player, and nice drawing and good work from the goalkeeper coming out. She's doing everything right down there, and the netminder. Floyd is going to have the ball up the top.
And it almost looks like they're playing even strength at the moment, pretty much, Tony. Like, I mean, the way that WA...
It doesn't look like they're man down.
Yeah, they're playing this really well, just on the shorthand, just handling it with great, like we said before, calmness and patience, and working really well together as a team unit.
Well, there's two Victorians down the bottom corner standing together, so that one person finds it really easy to guard them. As we see there, Coram steps inside, and Coram says, well, you know what, we're man up. I may as well try and put one of these away. And Coram gets on the board for her first. And we're back to a 4-3 game.
Really well done there by Sophie Coram. Just a bit of individual brilliance there. Not too sure if that was necessarily the one to go with the extra, but all's well that ends well.
That power play there, the Victorians had two on the bottom corner guarding, had one player guarding them. I mean, you've got to separate or get through at least to draw that player through, and then that one can open up on the backside. But score they did, and WA
scramble
will
by
try and
Patrick.
stop this, but Chelsea Patrick says, I've got a different opportunity, as we see Lily Harris with the ball. So still in man. Oh, there's going to be another card here.
So starting to become a little bit concerning for Gav Levy. You can deal with a couple of the cards, but now it's starting to become a trend and a bit of a habit. They need to just tighten up the discipline, because they've defended really well so far, but they're not going to be able to do it if it keeps happening.
So Talia Edwards being assessed with that one. So they're now in a 6-on-4 opportunity down in their offensive end. So huge opportunity here for Floyd. Steps in, fires, and that's off the bar as well. And tink it goes. But Imogen Hall gets the backup.
Once again, good cover from Ruby Taylor there as well, Tony.
So they could literally send two cutters here and have someone just roll around the back. Don't want to crush there. Floyd with the ball. Looks back to Harris. Lil Harris with the ball. Steps in there. Dorinko fires past. And a good save down the back there with the goalie stick.
The coach in me is screaming for a timeout here, Tony. If I were the Vics, I'd just love to slow things down here. Get a play out there. Get your girls under control. They've got the ball, and that's all they can do at the moment. But I'd love for the
set
three.
Three high here.
Yeah.
With Patrick coming behind. Looks inside. Oh, great there to Harris. And Lil Harris gets on the board. She's been a goal scorer all week. And that will even the score up at 4-all here between WA and Victoria. And Lil Harris, good finish.
So much for my coaching. Who needs the stop and play? That's a fantastic job there by Lily Harris. And like you said, Tony, players like her are going to be the reason that Victoria could get across the line today and potentially tomorrow. So feel like that's probably the first time that we've really called her name, I think, today, and really had a real impact. So
especially in that offensive end, hasn't
exactly
it?
Right, yeah. So big job by her, and really important to level the scores up. Exactly what the Vics needed.
So 4-all here in the second term. And ball back to the centre. We got Rainey up against Dorinko. But ball one here from Carson. Carson, already a goal scorer today, got the first one of the game. Ball kicks back there to Keane. She also has one for, no she doesn't. And just a good little trail check there, just enough to get the ball out. So things just going the way of Victoria at the moment. And Austin will look to clear the ball. She finds up to Patrick. Patrick. She has a player forward. Can use her. Patrick. Looks to create space. Just keeps running through. And can get rid of the ball now. She needs to get the ball off. She's done her work. And you don't want to try and do too much when there's players ahead of the game.
Clock's on the field here, Tony.
So 30 to go. Can WA shut this out? Good save again. Opportunity here for Victoria. That's off a WA stick. Still off a WA stick. Tiptoe on the tulips down on the back corner. WA with an opportunity through Taylor. Taylor goes long. Finds Emma E. E. And I think. I don't know what that was for. But it's going to turn over to Victoria, but it's not going to matter as the time runs out here at half-time. And if we got a game on our hands, 4-4 Victoria WA in what effectively is a knockout final.
Yeah, we certainly have a ball game here, Tony, and really, it feels like West Australians' discipline at the moment is the only thing that's kept Victoria in it. They are able to capitalise a couple of times, but if you're going to say that you're going to be a player up for more than a half of that second quarter, you're probably asking for a few more than 2 goals. But beggars can't be choosers, and I think at 4 goals apiece at half-time probably reflects the game of where we are at the moment.
Well, given the game at half-time yesterday when we were sitting inside having a chat, we were watching goal after goal from WA getting scored about this time. I think Victoria would be very, very happy with where that sits at the moment. And they've somewhat capitalised on that power play situation by getting a couple, even though they didn't look how it was necessarily drawn up.
Yeah.
But to be 4-4 at half-time is a fantastic effort. And I might go through some goal scorers while I have the opportunity. So we have on the Victorian side, we had Dorenko, Floyd, Coram and Harris. So all single goal scorers. And on the other side, we had E with the last one. Riordan, Rainey and Carson with 1 each. So all singles goal scorers for both teams. And it certainly is going to turn into a pretty interesting second half here if that's the sort of lacrosse we're going to get. Both teams making mistakes early with some of their stick skills. I think WA, when they have the ball, they just look more dangerous at the moment. So we'll see whether that continues after the half. But
tend to agree there, Tony, and probably just through weight of numbers at the moment is probably what's helped Victoria. Obviously, the advantage on the player side of things, but plenty of possession as well really helps them. You don't have to play. The easiest form of defence is when you've got the ball, isn't it? So that's what I think Victoria would have taken away from that first half. For WA, and like we said, I think Gav Levy will just try and keep his troops out of trouble, and if they're even strength, that gives them a much better chance, obviously.
Well, at half-time, my golden goal prediction is looking pretty good. We just need another second half like that. And then I get to just get my voice up a little bit more. But it's almost like there's an eerie silence here. It's like the calm before the storm, isn't it? It's like there's a storm coming in. There's a fair bit on the line for this game, but it just, even in that last 5 minutes when we were getting through, it was very, very eerie quiet. So
yeah, that's it, Tony. And I'm just going to duck out for a sec because we're going to turn some lights on here.
There you go. So when the lights are on, everyone's home, and we're going to have a game on here. But it's a beautiful weather down here at the Footscray Lacrosse Club at the moment. It's apart from just getting a little dark, which we hope that means that there's nothing coming behind us. But hopefully we've had all our weather for today, or at least until the other games finish. I'm not sure how the VIC A versus VIC men's game went over there, but we'll try and get a score update in that one, because Victoria A was still a chance to make the men's final if they had got up over Victoria, I believe. And wouldn't that been a turn up for the books? Victoria A beating Victoria, but I don't necessarily think it's happening. And there is a bit of a band of weather coming behind us. Hopefully it stays behind us for the next 30 minutes. But we have a game on here at Footscray. And the coach is just going through there as the wind just picks up again here. So maybe we saw that before where the wind picks up and it starts to blow a few things through. And Jess is still happy that she's on the camera on the ground at the moment. You know what it does is it makes it blow through today. So tomorrow we have perfect weather for the big dances tomorrow, and that wind's just picked up again like we saw that earlier in the day.
Yeah, it certainly has. Hopefully it's just probably a nice breeze, I would say, at the moment. So hopefully nothing more.
So, and I was just trying to get a bit of a score check on that last game over the other side, because VIC still had an opportunity in the men's to make a championship final, I believe.
Maybe it was to play for third, potentially.
Timmy K might be good.
Anyway, who knows? But
he said if they beat them, they could still make it.
Regardless, the VICs are in the final. Yeah.
I mean, Victoria were always going to win that game.
Exactly right.
So
it's probably the final that we all thought it was going to be, isn't it?
So VIC South Australia in the men's, and we're back to third quarter action here, and we see Nicola Carson in the middle there up against David Dorenko. And we have even numbers on the field. So it is 4-all. Effectively, we start again here in the second half as the lights just start to make play. And a ball with an opportunity here. WA keen, just like she did in the first quarter. And the start of the game, picks the ground ball up. Keen finds her way into offense. And a whistle is to be had there. Very stop-start at the moment, this game.
Yeah, definitely. What's really great to see, Tony, is with that boys' game finished up, a lot of that crowd moving over and settling to watch what should be a thrilling second half here.
The crowd's just building up on that outer side. Ball down here with E. E's already gone about her work today. Nice looks to fire down, and that's going out of bounds. I wasn't sure whether she was passing that or
I was going to say, it would have been an interesting interpretation there from the officials. You can probably look at it either way, I think, there. I'd probably look at that one as a misguided pass, but she did put a bit of heat on it.
She had a bit of venom on it, so I don't know whether that was a pass or a shot, but either way, Ruby Regan will bring the ball out, and she's going to be chased down there by Birighitti. So Regan brings the ball into offense. Needs someone to come to her. And that's where that one down in the bottom corner to Harris would have been just the perfect pass. And it gets there now, but it's gone through another stick to get there. Lily Harris did really well to make that exposition. And Harris, can she be the match winner? Can she put these Victorians on their shoulder?
Slides come. Where's the extra for Victoria?
And flag on. So Harris is going to have a shot from the 15 metre. And we saw what WA did in that last one, where they were ready to fire this one out wide.
Big wind up, wasn't it? It doesn't look like the case here from Lily Harris, but probably take a few steps in, try and get the shot off.
She's got on her right as well. Oh, interference. And we'll do it all over again. And you know the greatest thing about that is this field I'd love to fall down on, I reckon. It is picture perfect out there. So Lil Harris again. Take two. As the clapperboard goes clap. Take two. Still got Dorenko on her right. Harris steps in. And I tell you what, she learnt from the first one, only take 3 steps. And Lil Harris puts Victoria in front, 5-4. But that's a good shot. Again, that bounce shot. Look.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing as you, Tony. I was thinking that, well, they know what you're going to do now. You've got to try something different. On the far side, she had Chelsea Patrick all by herself. She could have had a look across. But, yeah, rather than take those extra steps, wanted to get rid of it quicker. And a really nice finish there. Really starting to have an impact on this one is Lily Harris.
So Nicola Carson back in the centre, up against David Dorenko. Good battle through this centre draw at the moment. Ball up. And Dorenko wins it down. So just a little bit of momentum starting to appear here for the big white V.
Yeah, certainly. And, Ava Dorenko starting to use that height advantage to her own advantage. And good possession here for Victoria. Trying to back-to-back goals would be a real swing of momentum, you feel.
So ball finds its way into Patrick's stick. Just occasionally just seems to hold the ball a bit long for me. But does a good job down there. Kicks it to Hall. Imogen Hall. Natural lefty. So little split dodge. She would have learned that from her dad. Gets around. Nothing there. Looks inside to Harris. Harris fires. Oh, I don't know where that came off the keep, but good shot nevertheless and well covered.
Good awareness there by Chelsea Patrick too. Just when the shot came, I thought it was potentially a bit of a poor one. There was lack of representation behind the cage, but Chelsea Patrick worked really hard to get that back up and keep possession for Victoria.
And she finds the ball in her stick now. So Patrick has the ball, has 2. So there must be a free one here. as Hall would be the free one. They're not man down here, are they? No, the 6 in attack. Just sending 2 to the ball there. So there must be an open player if that's happening. Oh, looks inside. Harris, just the pass was just behind her. Picked up here from Keane. Keane, she's been good today. Looks inside, great ball forward, just a little bit low, and that could run away. A bit like my golf putts yesterday at Altona. But no damage done.
There we go, Tony. Just like we were saying with the VICs, just getting that ball behind X, really like it. Opens up the field just like this.
Oh. And that had some bounce in it as well, mate. It's almost on the circle. Great backup, though. Finds it in the hands of Duckworth. Kicks it back up there to Keane. Keane has Coram on her. Keane going left, going right. Good defence. Back to Duckworth. Duckworth. She has Simmons guarding her. Kicks it over to E. Emma E against Floyd. That's a great matchup, that. Floyd against E. And E just manages to get through. Just ducking the head. 3-second call there, is it? And Emma E with the opportunity here for WA to get one back. Emma E steps in, just stutter step. Oh, little one. I don't know where that's come from. Maybe a little touch on that stick as she shot it, but well backed up there. Carson with the ball down to the bottom right.
There's plenty of chat there from the Vic box. Think there was a wide open WA player. Gets here in the end, but they get out of jail a little bit there, the Vics.
So good defence here from Victoria at the moment. As I said, it's just, I mean, it's an arm wrestle still, and it's who's going to flex right now. That was hard to play defence in the women's game.
Yeah, it's I don't envy them, that's for sure. And
in the men's game, you just get whacked.
The fans are so big now as well, Tony.
Walk away, but the women's game, not to be. Ball kicked down there to Carson. Carson looks inside, assesses her options, doesn't find an option. Kicks it Addison. Addison kicks the ball down there to Veronica. Keane fires the ball up to E. Oh, a little overcommit there on the defender. E steps inside. We're going to have a card here, I believe, as that one's got her right across the bridge of the nose, I reckon. Up she gets, tough as nails. And we're going to see the defender go and sit there. And that is Poppy Mini. Will have a 2-minute stint on the bench, and she earned every bit of that.
Yeah, definitely did. And well, we saw the Vics. They converted a little bit, but WA a real chance here to see if they can capitalise on the player advantage now.
You saw E with this little stutter at the start last time. No, just decides to pull it out.
Don't mind that. They've got the number advantage out there. So, like you were saying, make the ball do the work.
Well, power play situation here, and E. She did this before. She just she set her players into a structure. There's got to be a free player here, so WA kick the ball down there to Emerson. Emerson looks inside. Keane fires. Keane scores and puts back onto an even kill here at 5-all. Keane, great grab off that cut. Grab the ball. And we've got a hydration break maybe? Or a timeout?
I think that was a timeout. I couldn't quite see who that was on. I would assume it was the West Australians.
Or WA. Anyway, we have a timeout.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to, like we were saying earlier, Gavin Levy just trying to maximise the time on this card. So really well done, and they can, if they take possession from this draw here, look out, because I think 6-5 is just around the corner. This is a big centre draw to win.
I'll tell you what's around the corner. Golden goal. Love it. Golden goal. Knockout final, effectively. Doesn't get any better live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Not at all.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. I'm sorry I can't get online and see who's commenting, because both my phones are flat. I spent too much time on them for the first 3 games. And but if you are online, welcome. If you're joining us from over the ditch in New Zealand, g'day, as we say here in Australia.
We've got a few here, Tony. So Geordie Watts, Lily Harris is getting it done, sure is.
You know what, Geordie Watts is all over Lily Harris, I tell you.
Tammy Williamson cheering on the West. Tammy Wilson pretty happy. Ebony Norman, an Aussie under 20 rep, pretty happy with Lily Harris's work. So plenty of support for both sides out there.
The Aussie girls are getting behind the Aussie representatives.
They certainly are. It's great to see.
Which is good. And just on that, they're all travelling over to Hong Kong later in the year. And must say, I booked my flights and accommodation the other night. So
you must be pretty excited, mate. Yeah.
Be a proud dad.
Yeah, very exciting, mate.
It's nothing better than bringing home some silverware.
Exactly right. And good luck to all the girls that are heading over.
Was it wrong that I said to Geordie she'll never eat again if I wasn't gold? Is that too much?
Gold?
Gold? I mean, no one remembers who comes after that. No. Fantastic job.
Good luck to all the girls, yeah, for sure.
So ball back into the centre here. And Rainey's gone back in for WA.
Looks like we're back at even strength out there as well, Tony. So
there we go. Keane just got the last one. And the ball's turned again. It finds E. E's been very good in this game so far. And we have got something going on here.
Well, I was about to say, for the second time this game, have we got too many out there? I was going to say before, Tony, it felt like that was a short card. Whether that's just an official error or are we going to have, is that 5 minutes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We'll just see.
Okay, so substitution there. So yep, still in a power play situation. Keane! I tell you what, she's got a power play situation. She's bringing the power. Is Veronica Keane getting her second of the quarter, and better than that, putting WA back into the ascendancy.
Great work there by the West Australians, just really capitalising on the advantage. Exactly what they needed to do.
I'm not going to lie though, with the quality of coaches over there for the errors that are happening on the bench right now, there's a little bit. I mean, there's some real quality coaches, and you can see where the pressure. It's not only on the field at the moment. I think the coaching staff are feeling it as well, because that's 1-1. But the only thing that matters is the scoreboard at the moment, and WA currently up 6-5 against Victoria. Got a illegal
really important win there by Victoria here. Just trying the momentum swung back the other way, so they've got to try and hold it for a little, kill some of this card and work their way back into it.
Looks inside, so the ball's going to be doubled here. Dorenko with the ball. She'll just try and run some time out, and you want to sort of take your player away from that, not bring another one to the dance, and push had. So that'll be a Victorian ball.
And we don't have the stats on the leads so far, Tony, but I wouldn't have thought that the lead would have gone out for sort of more than 2, I reckon, for either side. So
it was 4-2 WA at one point.
Really back and forth at the moment.
So 2 is the biggest lead we've had here. So Hall, she's just trying to create her own passage. Ball kicks up there to Patrick. Patrick to Harris. Harris down the bottom. That was a good look down there, but Dorenko just couldn't quite get a handle on the ball. And now there's plenty going on. So
I can see the bench official sending another Victorian player back out there, so even strength.
So if they can move the ball quickly. Like a greyhound at the box there, ready to go, waiting for the bunny. And Lily Harris steps inside, looks, is she going to open up? Lily Harris opens up, and Lily Harris, bang, on the board again. And that's her third. She's got a hat trick. And is she the one that's going to put the team on her shoulders as well as Keane's been doing the other end?
You get, in these games, you get big game players that just sense the moment, sense the occasion, and that's what you feel like it is for Lily Harris at the moment. She's just gone, well, if we're going to get over the line, come with me, guys, and I'm going to take us there. Really huge effort there. I thought there was a player open on the bottom corner, but she's just used that speed and acceleration and power to burst all the way through. Fantastic finish there by Lily Harris.
Back to 6-all here, about probably halfway through the third or just over that. And ball to be won again, and that is won by Floyd. Pre-check there. No. Seemed to get the body. Floyd will take the ball for Victoria. Steps through and runs it down to the bottom corner. I'd give it to Harris if I had the opportunity right now. And Lil Harris with the ball is picked up by Edwards. Just asking for some space. Harris, swap happened there.
Well, she's got the corner now if she wants to drive it. The slide's come.
Just throws that one over, and we're going to have a whistle on the play here. I think that's going to go back to Harris, is it? Down on the bottom corner. Okay, so picked up by the official up the top there.
Probably a little fortunate there, I think, for Victoria. Just out of jail a little bit. Thought they'd turned it over.
So Tam off the hide. Up the top there, assessing something. Harris looks inside. A good feed. Oh, great save again. Ruby Taylor. Every part of every body part in the right position.
Well, I saw there was a save from a Notre Dame goalie making the highlights reel yesterday, and I think that's another one for Ruby Taylor right there.
And just look at this special play.
Oh, interesting.
Top, we saw the flying V in the Gato game. Opened up. Hall. She's carrying it like the box stick right now. And Hall on the left. So what have we got here? How do they set? Yep. Harris heading down to the bottom. So Dorinko's open on the opposite side. But on
Chelsea.
the left, he shot. So good opportunity. Oh, bang!
No goal.
Oh.
We've got another card coming here.
Another card coming. For a dangerous shot. Oh, no. So it's hit her on the follow through, Dean. Which for me is a dangerous shot. In a way. I make my own rules up in this game. So hit her in the follow through. So how big is that in the context of the game? That one goes in. Would have been a 7-6 game.
When you talk about the old sort of 2-goal turnaround, if we got one on our hands right now, would have been 7-6 to Victoria. Is there a 7-6 for WA on the cards here?
Good work there. Holly Austin gets out, and she'll take the ball. So now needs to find a short stick to give it to.
I tell you what, Tony, the bottom corners are looking pretty empty here. If I'm Holly Austin, I wouldn't be afraid of sending this one downfield.
And there's going to be a card there, is there? And that is going against Addison. That's her first, I believe, for the day. With the yellow. So that'll even it up at least. So needs to find an outlet here, Austin, and does. Up the middle. Finds Gorham. You can see the pressure out there. Lily Harris. She says, I eat pressure for dinner. Ball kicks over here to Brown. Brown kicks the ball over to Floyd. Floyd down the bottom corner. That's not the greatest pass in the world from Floyd. But good enough is Dorinko. Dorinko outpaces. Nice cut through the middle. Oh, Floyd. There it is again. Harris up the top. And we're going to have free space or 3 seconds there. 3 seconds. And Harris, I'm tipping this one's going at the cage. So Lil Harris already has 3. Does she have 4? And that one has gone wide. Does not have 4. Not on this occasion. But clock stopped. And ball will be taken down the back here from Dorinko. So real boxing match at the moment, isn't it? One throwing a punch, the other throwing a punch.
It's blow for blow right now, isn't it? So, well, it feels like if there's one goal left in this quarter, it is a huge one for either side.
This is where the cream rises to the top, isn't it? Normally in these situations, though, where someone, and Dorinko, has she found some cream? Oh, great save again from the keeper. And ball to be won. And that is going to be a WA ball with a pre-check. So WA will bring the ball out. Again, she's been huge. In
yeah, massive. Got the bar across to that one. Big piece of the pole. And just covering absolutely everything at the moment, doing a great job in there to keep WA in this one.
Emma E just being asked to turn back. Or just need to put a bit more pressure than that, because got out of that quite easily. And there's the bell, so 30 seconds left. Oh, great pick off there. Have Victoria got another opportunity here? Ball in the stick here of Patrick. Good check, good defence there.
The Vics don't look too keen on advancing this one, to be honest, Tony. I would have said been sending numbers well forward. You know that there's only 30 left. Get your numbers down. And it's not going to matter.
The clock runs out. And it's funny, even setting that, just the clock keeps running. I mean, doesn't really, but I think Victoria will take that. And at 3/4 time here at the Footscray Lacrosse Club, 6-all, golden goal. Here we come.
Well, it's on the cards, isn't it? 1/4 to go, and we are nearly there.
And 3/4 time here. And the goal scorers in that quarter, well, there was only 2 of them. Veronica Keane got 2 for WA, and Lil Harris got 2 for Victoria. So goal scorers for the game so far. Lil Harris has 3, Coram has 1, Floyd has 1, Dorinko has 1. And for WA,
that's Reardon with 1. Rainey's got 1, Carson with 1, Emery's got 1, and well, like you mentioned, Tony, Keane with the 2 goals in that term there.
And I love my marking here because I've got E on my goal scorers. But it is 6-all. We have 15 minutes to go.
Well, then
winner makes a championship final.
Yeah, exactly right. And barring any sort of catastrophes, we look like we're going to hit that 80% mark. So I think we're going to at least get a result without delays, which would be fantastic.
80% golden goal.
Imagine that.
Oh, yes. So, and those lights really take effect out here, don't they?
Yeah, certainly they are. Yeah, you can just see it on the grass a little bit, just adding a bit more colour to that green. Just taking a bit of the edge off the clouds in the sky.
And a big shout out to Jess and Ben Stone, who are doing all the work on the backside here. Jess on the camera always does a fantastic job.
Yeah, done an amazing job over the last few hours of these guys, giving me a bit of a chop out when some chaos has rained on us today. But yeah, really great job.
So this is where games are won and lost in the centre draws. We have Dorinko up against Rainey. And that's been a good battle all day too through this centre draw.
It looks like we're back at full strength out there as well, Tony.
So who has the ascendancy? Here we go, 4th quarter action. Winner of this goes on to play South Australia. The loser, well, they can eat chocolates and they'll go on to play Ricardo tomorrow. Ball to be won. Rainey picks the ball up. We'll bring it into offense for WA. Finds Keane. Keane looks down. Finds Emerson. Emerson on the back corner.
Oh, that's a coach killer, that one. You get the first possession and you turn it over. Can the Victorians make them pay? Huge clearance coming up here.
And Ruby Regan with the ball in her stick. Yeah, I tell you what, as a coach, that's not the one you want, is it? You've just done all the hard work. And good work there from Ruby.
Just needs some help here. She's going to run into trouble. Needs some support.
Side here, don't you? You look and you see Simmons. Simmons is by herself. It goes there now. Simmons actually ran into trouble. She could have created a lot more space than that. Looks inside Dorinko. That's got to be free space, surely. No. Contact. Anything. Get out of my way. I'm coming through. And ball comes back to the 15-metre mark. Ball with Dorinko. Dorinko steps in, looks, fires. Oh, just misses to the cage, left-hand side. And
so either end, just I wouldn't say that's a skill error, but just a missed opportunity. WA turn it over, and Dorinko, really good look there, just pulled it across the face. Get a second chance now.
Coram with the ball. She tries to work her opponent, gets to top side, almost gets top side. And a push there. So Sophie Coram will take the ball from the top. She has Dorinko on her right-hand side. Coram looks down the bottom, finds Floyd. Floyd just losing the ball there, and she will take it up the top as well. So another opportunity here for Victoria. Can WA hold this out, or are Victoria going to put one on the board and just give themselves the ascendancy early in this fourth? As Floyd looks to go to the cage. Floyd steps in, looks to fire. Oh, tips off the stick, and that's gone out of bounds. Great little tip again there from Ruby Taylor. She's been everywhere in the cage so far today.
Yeah, just not making the real clean saves, but who cares as long as they're not going into the back of the net, doing everything she can to keep him out. That was a fantastic save there.
I'll tell you what, Lily Harris turns around, looks inside. Oh, another one, and that could go the way of, yeah, just good chase down there from Lil Harris. Opportunity there from Hall, though, on that back corner. And Lily Harris, she's already got 3. Can she have 4? Yes, she does. Lil Harris, she gives Victoria the lead here in this early in the fourth. And that's 3 in a row for Lil Harris. Actually, that's 4 in a row. She's got the last 4 goals for Victoria.
Massive, absolutely massive. And if you're the South Australian team right now, I think you'd be getting out a big piece of pen and paper and writing Lily Harris and giving it a big circle and highlighter, because that's going to be your focus if you come up against her tomorrow. She has picked up Victoria on her back and said, come with me. She's been huge. Victoria take the lead. Probably just, if we're going to be super critical, Ruby Taylor would love to see her hold her pipe there, but she's done an amazing job so far for the West.
So Ball with an opportunity here. Nice work there from Keane. But Floyd, little pre-check. Going to have to come back as Floyd. And Rainey takes the ball. So Rainey, can WA get one back quick? This is what they've done all day. And Rainey, little 1-2, goes to step inside. That's gone wide, but
it's a great play.
Back up here.
It's probably one of the better plays we've seen today, to be honest.
WA are going to take the ball up the top here, I believe. I don't know what that call was, to be honest. Maybe a push. Anyway, yeah. WA will have the ball up the top through Rainey. So an opportunity here to get one back. Rainey. Oh, nice. Oh, unlucky. Got on her very quickly, did Regan. So another opportunity here for Rainey. Rainey looks over, finds Keane. She's the goal scorer. Oh, that's a danger. Did that hit the player in front of her?
I think it got the stick in there.
Okay. Good work there defensively. Oh, but Keane finds herself again. Oh, good save. Big save there from the keeper. How big is that in the scheme of this game there with Holly Austin getting that one?
They are under 18.
Is it going to turn over? This is a quick field.
They're under 18, Tony, so they can't buy the keeper a beer, but all those players need to buy Holly Austin a Coke after this game, because she just got them out of jail there. Huge save.
But again, in the blink of an eye, it turns around, and there's 3 Victorian players there to throw it to, but the turf here just lets it run out of bounds. It's like fake stuff out here. Beautiful. Oh, I like that. The little fake to
don't mind that. Yeah, the head low, then the
head low.
Little quick switch towards the goal.
And WA with the ball down the back corner. Currently down 7-6. But they've certainly been able to get this back. Good work there from Rainey. And that's going to turn over. So Victoria will take the ball, and they're going to try and clear here through Chelsea Patrick. And someone's got to stop someone.
Give her an option, guys.
So Chelsea Patrick with the ball. I'd just be clearing space for her to run up the side here.
Yeah, open up the lane. Oh, she's got it. Oh, just missed the pass.
And another one. Harris. Just these skill errors. How costly are some of those going to be as we come into this? Just giving another opportunity for WA.
As they come back the other way, Tony.
Over the other way. E to pick the ball up. Doesn't pick the ball up. No one can pick the ball up. Who put butter on the ball, I say? And Rainey says this is the way you do it. Get it in your stick. And the ball comes up the back top to Keane. Keane kicks the ball out there to Carson. Carson.
A little overcommitment there from Ava.
Flag, that's off the pole. So that'll be a Victorian ball up the top.
Just, yeah, a little bit of an overcommitment there from Ava Dorinko. You've got the lead. I mean, there's plenty of time left and there's a few more goals left in this game, I think. But you don't need to be opening the door up to help WA to level the scores.
And especially Carson, the first goal scorer of the game. Looks inside and Keane, she's been big and she is big. I'll tell you what, it's the Harrison Keane show here at Footscray at the moment. They are just going punch for punch at the moment, literally speaking, not physically speaking. But Keane, that's her third in a row. And we're back to an even game. And we're going to have a timeout charged here to Victoria. So
yeah,
it's again, those bounce shots, 7-all.
It's a few times that Keane just found herself wide open, and probably she scored the last two for WA in amongst or before those last two. She probably missed a few shots on target, but that time really made the shot count. Used the deck as we said before, and you could see that shot just fire over the goalie's shoulder into the top corner. It feels like it's on Keane and on Harris now, doesn't it, Tony?
It's, as I said, they're like two heavyweights, not literally. Very fit girls, but they just feel like they're just trading blows at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, who knows how many goals there's left in this game?
Well, given the fact we're in quarter four, there's 7 apiece. It's been an average of two.
Yeah, so you feel like potentially the next one could be the winner. You never know. There's plenty of time left in it. On the bench, we've got the 10-minute mark, so we're between the 5 and 10 minutes remaining. So there's still time for a couple to score. Important to note that there's no stop clock. So you score a goal, the ball comes back to the middle, and the clock keeps running. So this is where
so my golden goal's coming quicker.
Potentially. Like so it's important for the teams to really be aware of that. Tactically use their timeouts, manage things both on the field and off it.
So the two combatants in the middle here, Rainey up against Dorinko. They've been battling for the majority of the day through the centre draw. The ball comes out. Victoria with an opportunity here through Floyd. Floyd picks the ball up. She's guarded by Keane, so not only is she doing it down the offensive end, she's found her way into defence. Harris, oh, that's a terrible pass. Terrible pass there from Lil. Doesn't give Sophie Goran any opportunity whatsoever. And WA will bring the ball back through Edwards. Kicks it over here to Taylor. I reckon Lil might want that one back.
Definitely. Nice lead there by Keane.
Great work from Keane. The way I'm going, I'm just giving her the ball and letting her go to the cage, which she may just do. But she kicks it out here to E. Emma E. Right down to the back. So setting up from the X position. Little one-on-one. There is no help there. Little back flick, and that's going to be a Victorian ball. And great work there from Holly Austin.
Yeah, good.
Recognised that early, didn't she?
Good reaction. She had a quick look. No one's there. I'm going to go. And earns a reward. Now she just needs some help here. All of her players have deserted
I
her.
was going to say, wouldn't you just, can't you just set the shorty down there?
Yeah, nice work by Coram to get into help. And a little lucky there. That was nice defence from the West.
Emerson just getting her stick in the way. And the ball will end up in Coram's stick, which it probably should have done about a minute before down at the bottom corner here.
She got numbers out here on the commentary side if she wants to use them. Just
well, they just need to spread. They're getting so close to each other. Keane with a push. So Coram, very stop-start here this game. And Coram brings the ball down the back. She's almost heading. Oh, Coram steps inside. Gets one across the top there for her treble.
Yeah, nicely done there by Sophie Coram.
I like the positive nature of going to the cage, though.
Yeah, definitely. Would have liked to have seen them just to chuck it in her left hand, but still good to draw the foul.
On her left here. Has she got a little one to Patrick? Yes, she does. Oh, good work from Keane again. How big, not only in the offensive end, but has Keane been? She's MVP for me right now.
Yeah, well, it felt like Ruby Taylor between the pipes in the first half and Veronica Keane in the second. That's for sure for WA. Really having it. And there's a man out the back.
Oh, just missed.
Sorry, a player out the back, but...
Tell you what, transition ball, it can be... can win you a game or lose you a game.
Opportunities are begging here, aren't they?
Still 7-all here. And we're on the other side of this half, I'd suggest.
So we're in the last 5 minutes according to our scorers on the far side.
I'm going to have to come back. So a mini with the ball.
You'd love to see some...
They just need to spread. They're so close to each other.
Going to say the same thing, Tony. Just need to get some players into space here.
And there's a play. Oh, now here's the battle. This is the one we've been watching all day. And we see Harris up against Keane. With the ball kicked down the bottom there to Morlang.
I'd be getting this ball in for Lily Harris's stick here and getting her behind the cage if I were out there, Tony.
A little bit of a shuffle. Nice cut through the middle there from Patrick. Just opened up some opportunity. Oh, that's a terrible. What was Ava thought twice about what she was doing there. And I was going to say, how big is that in the context of the game? Oh, great save.
Wow, and on the rebound.
And the ball to be won. That's a push. And that is going to be a Victorian ball.
I think there's another card coming here.
A mini coming. And we've got another card. So,
is that
there we go. Add a little bit more drama to this game.
Now, I think that's a yellow-red, if I can see that correctly, Tony.
It's going to be a yellow-red, so 5 minutes on.
Wow. That is enormous.
So effectively WA will play man down for the rest of this game, given the time that's left in this game. That's huge, yellow-red. And ball to be won. Good pick up there for Dorenko under good pressure. So they just need to find some a little bit of settle here. Power play opportunity for Victoria. They have time. Hall and probably another whistle.
I think they just ran off there, Western Australia.
Oh, yeah, ran over. So just went offside. E being asked to be set back. So man up opportunity. Harris is all by herself on this other side, on the other side here with Morlang. Just need to move the ball. Oh, again. That's two very ordinary balls. And is that going to cost Victoria in the scheme of things?
Well, there's numbers 40 for Western Australia. They're at even strength. It's a 3v3.
Emerson gets around right. Already made some big save. Top corner. That is home. And Emerson against the grain has put WA up by 1. And how big are those two stick skill errors down at this offensive end?
Crucial turnovers down there. Definitely not over for Victoria here. We heard the 2-minute bell probably about 20-30 seconds ago, I would say, or then smart time out by the Victorians here. And I think...
How big is that goal from Emerson?
Is there a chance that our cameras just died here, Tony? I think we're back now. So,
it's all happening.
It is absolutely all happening. But
what haven't had happen today?
I know, right?
10 blokes walking to buy you beer? Because we can make that happen as well.
Yeah, but I would say there'd be between a minute and a minute 30 left on this game. If I were to hedge my bets, the Victorians, they'll be a player up. They simply have to win the centre draw. If they don't, it's really tough work from there.
I'll tell you what though, like the little no pass from Dorenko there, which just she changed her mind in between it, which popped up, and then just that little, we don't feel the pressure that they're feeling right now.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing, if you're a Victorian coach, Sarah Smith, Sarah Mollison or Steph Kelly right now, I think you're telling the girls, don't worry about those mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. What can we do next? How are we going to score this goal to force it to extra time, or how are we going to win it with 1 minute left to play? Because you never know. If they score one right here, there's a real chance that they get another when they win their next centre draw.
And I'm sure Dorenko here is looking to get that one back, but she...
Definitely.
You know what?
Here we go.
Cream rises to the top. And there's about a minute and a half for it to happen here. Dorenko up against Rainey. Centre draw. Victoria definitely need to win this ball. They're in a power play situation. And we're going to have a centre draw here.
Here we go. This is official. It's a real test on our officials there, where they're going to stop the clocks. Probably the best thing to do there in that situation.
Thinking, what's on the field there? As Emma E ties her something back on her leg. So ball back in the centre. Victoria need to win this ball. Minute and a half to go. Victoria look to
great ground ball by Patrick.
Ball through Patrick. Patrick kicks it down. That's who I'd have it in my stick. Lil Harris with the ball. But they're in a power play situation. So why not work the power play situation? Harris! Oh, how big is that? But gets back up.
They have to go here, Victoria. No stop clock. They have to go straight away. Have to go.
Opportunity here. So Harris, no one's picked her up still. Harris still there. Looks up. And that ball's going to turn over. What was she thinking?
So it looks like we've stopped the clock here, Tony.
What was she thinking? Lil Harris is just up to her right.
Just chaos absolutely everywhere.
There we go. She's got 5 seconds to get rid of the ball.
You cannot leave an open player here if you're a Victorian.
Here we go. An opportunity still for Victoria. And we've got a whistle.
There are a lot of whistles going on out here. What's the call?
Whistles going on everywhere.
So I think it might be back at even strength now, Tone.
I'll tell you what, there's too much stop whistle for me. So an opportunity. She's got 5 seconds to get rid of the ball. So he needs some pressure here. Ball coming out through Edwards. Edwards, Hall, just short behind her. And we're going to have a card here for Hall. Yellow-red. Yellow-red on Hall, which doesn't make much difference with about probably 20 seconds.
You have to man up here if you're Victoria. There's open jerseys everywhere for WA. I mean, it's probably very hard to score, but you can't leave the open player there. Yeah. You have to step up and get the ball here.
So opportunity here for WA, limited time. Clock is on the field, so that's less than 30 now. Ball in WA stick, Emma E with the ball. She won't even try to, she's just saying, get out of my way. Good work there, going to have to go here, Victoria. Limited time, Emma E, she's put the team on her back here. Oh, good check. Oh, I like that little check on the bottom hand. And WA win, and they're off to the National Championship final. I'll tell you what, the team get around it. Ruby Taylor, I would too. She was fantastic in the cage for WA. Commiserations to Victoria. Played a fantastic game.
That's championship lacrosse at its best, Tony. Do or die. The consequences couldn't be higher, and you just see the highs and the lows. WA, they're going to play for a national title tomorrow, and Victoria, they fought their hearts out, but just couldn't quite get it done when it counted.
Just a couple, they'd like to have a couple of those thought processes back again, but that's pressure, isn't it? When you get to that point in a game, there's a pressure situation. Harris hadn't missed anything in the last 5 shots, basically, or 4 shots.
Yeah, well, they say that it's a bit of a cliche, but pressure is a privilege. So those girls, there'll probably be a little bit of disappointment, but plenty of pride for the way that they fought it out. And you think about where we were only 24 hours ago, Tony. to have forced WA to within a goal, and to know that potentially they could have forced it to a golden goal game themselves. They'll be pretty proud of their efforts, and WA, they've got plenty to be proud of as well. It felt like, I'd love to see the stats, they would have had to have been a player down for at least 10 to 15 minutes of that game. So when you're talking that you're short-handed for 20% of a match, that's a mighty effort to come away with the win.
So we look forward to the championship finals tomorrow. It will be in the women's SA versus WA, and in the men's it's going to be an SA VIC game, and we'll be bringing you all of that live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network tomorrow. We hope you've enjoyed having the coverage here. There's plenty more lacrosse to come as the MVPs will be announced very shortly. MVPs for you, mate?
Oh, for Victoria, it's hard to look past Lily Harris, her efforts to put Victoria in the position that they were in, and you know it's going to be a hard one to relive. Her had the opportunity to get the golden goal, but she finished with 4 goals. That's just a huge effort. For the West, I thought Ruby Taylor's first half, in particular her first quarter, there was a real chance that they went down 3 or 4-0. To be trailing only 1-0, take the lead early, get a little bit of a buffer and stay in the game. She was enormous, and then, like we said, Veronica Keane. Ruby kept them in the game, and it felt like Veronica won it for them. So I probably couldn't split them, to be honest.
Yeah, I tell you, if you had 2 on that side, you'd probably give a couple. And Emma E, just when it mattered, you see her experience come to the fore. I mean, even the little head shake there to get out of my way, allow me to get through, allow me to have some space in there. And it's but what a great game of lacrosse. At the end of the day, when it comes to championships, this is what you want. You want to get to a point where you're fighting for a spot, and if WA bring that tomorrow against SA, you never know, do you?
Yeah, exactly right. And you'd think going into it, the South Australians would probably go in as favourites, but the West Australians, they'll be riding an absolute high right now, and if they can carry that into tomorrow's game, you never know.
So it is, as the girls just go through a couple of conversations. And again, I know the girls, as the WA girls line up here, Victoria, just continuing their conversation. But, and again, I know you can only play with the players you got, but put Miriam Suarez-Jury in there as well in that game, and we probably have golden goal.
Yeah, it would have been very interesting, that's for sure.
But on behalf of the lacrosse community, we do. I'm going to say it again. What a fantastic effort to get to where she has, Mim, in what she achieved today.
Yeah, spot on. And you think about what's potentially up for. She's not far away from making a real impact at the Stall Gift down there, and I think a 40 grand payday was potentially on the line. So she was a real shout there. So a big congratulations to her, and quite the athlete, that's for sure.
I'll tell you what, I will never get a 40 grand payday for anything like that, mate. I do 100 metres in about 427 minutes. As Victoria and WA just waiting, and Jess is coming over to let us know who the MVPs are. Yeah, I'd say the same. I think Harris was very good, and I know it's not always about goal scorers, but when it needed to be, they were 4-2 down, things start to happen. Lil Harris steps up.
Well, especially at that point of 4-2, you start to think of yesterday, does it go out again? And she kept them right in it and put them in a position where they could have won the game.
And Dorinko and Floyd, very good. And look, late Holly Austin, made a couple of massive saves. And WA. And I couldn't quite see who that was. I'm not tall enough. But we're going to get a talk in a minute. So WA goalkeeper is Ruby Taylor. We're 1 for 1. And just awaiting the Victorian MVP. Yeah, Ruby Taylor, amazing in that first half especially. She had 4 or 5 saves.
Yeah, kept them right in the game, didn't she?
And Holly Austin, so both goalkeepers getting the honours there for for both their respective sides. And yeah, look, probably when it came down to it, I mean, it's an 8-7 game in a game of women's lacrosse that typically you can score 15, 16 goals in games. So 8-7 comes down to the last 2 minutes.
Well, it's become so tough defensively now, the size of the fan and the way the game is played. So, yeah, to only have 15 goals scored for the entirety of the game, yeah, both goalkeepers doing an outstanding job, that's for sure.
It is. And we might start to wrap it up here from the beautiful Footscray Lacrosse Club. I don't know what they were talking about weather. I don't know what you were worried about. I said it was going to be all right. Not. If it runs. To Jess and Ben Stone, fantastic job behind the scenes. As I said, they're the unsung heroes, Lockie, who probably we talk about, but without them sitting here, taking the cameras and sitting up on scaffolds, you don't get the vision you get, and also on the back of the computer.
Yeah, spot on, and yeah, thanks to those guys. Hopefully we'll have our full setup back tomorrow with the camera up on the scuff for the elevated shot. Hopefully the weather's a little bit kinder for the majority of the day.
And mate, not only in your duties for the El Presidente here, but mate, also on the cans with me. Thank you very much. It's always great to commentate with you.
Thank you very much, Tony. And I've just got a bit of an update here before we sign off. So I can run you through the schedule of what tomorrow will look like. So this is all Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So 8 o'clock, Western Australia will play the Victoria A boys for third place in the boys section. 9 o'clock, Victoria will play Waikato for third place in the girls D1 section.
Oh, beautiful.
10 o'clock and I think that will be on the other field, so we won't be able to see that one here. 10 o'clock will be the Presidents and Victoria A for the girls D2 final.
I'm looking forward to that. I haven't seen the Presidents, but they look like they're doing exceptionally well in this
Certainly
tournament.
do, yeah. And then we're going to finish off with the two championship finals. 12 o'clock, South Australia playing Victoria in the boys, and 2 p.m. South Australia WA for the girls title.
So that is the action that is coming tomorrow here, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. So if you're doing nothing on Tuesday, or you're sitting at work about to do nothing, get online, and I'll make sure my phone's charged so I can see some more comments. But we hope you've enjoyed all the coverage here, live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. Until the sticks are swinging tomorrow for Championship Day, my name's been Tony Watts. We'll see you then.